Hello, everybody, and welcome to That Wrestling Show, the only podcast where all pro wrestling matters, and we are getting close and close to the end of a wacky year in the world of professional wrestling. So why don't you stick by and listen to us, That Wrestling Show. Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Yankovi, joined as always by Fro. How you doing, Fro?
Hello, me. I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
Doing well. You guys can hear me. I'm a little bit under the weather, but not, knock on wood, not too bad. As this week, we have a very busy week here because
That's for sure.
we are
no pay-per-views this weekend.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
We have 3 pay-per-views that we're going to preview back.
And two of them I will actually watch. So.
Well, I have to watch all 3, so,
Yeah, I have to watch 2.
Yeah. Plus, a special review request.
But yeah, sorry in advance. I didn't see it because I was in the hospital.
Right. And we're also going to talk about The Masked Singer as we are down to the final 3.
Woo! Yeah, we will talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Some weird people were unmasked.
Yes, they were.
Mm-hmm.
But, Fro, I want to start this week because there really wasn't major news.
No.
I mean, well, let me take that back. WWE released 4 wrestlers on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sin Cara.
I'm so going to miss nobody.
Sin Cara, Luke Harper, and The Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
They got released.
It's so sad with Luke Harper that they didn't see the potential in him because, I had him as a contender of one of my most underrated wrestlers of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, that man is so incredibly good at wrestling.
For his size.
Oh, for his size, yes, and for all size, if you ask me.
Right.
And they don't even use him. So no, I can't say that I will miss him. I will miss him in another way. I will miss his talent. I mean, I'm going to be maybe very controversial and say that he is the best of the Wyatt family.
I'd say he's one of the better big men of the last 10, 15 years in the business.
Oh, yeah.
But all 4 men have a 90-day no-compete clause, so we're not going to see any of them wrestling until the early part of spring.
But here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
If you were clever and didn't do as AEW did this week and hire someone else from WWE, we'll talk about that, I hope. Which one would you? I wouldn't hire the Ascension. I wouldn't hire Sin Cara. I would hire Luke Harper and make him big in AEW. He would be tremendous in the AEW.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see any of them going to AEW.
Really?
I really do. And here's my reason.
Okay.
With the Ascension, they really don't need another tag team right now.
No.
Their tag team division's very good.
Definitely.
With Sin Cara, I think
it's not their It's not their style.
Yeah, I think it's a little botchy at times.
Yeah. A little.
And with Luke Harper, I think right now they're not really focusing on giants, big men.
But having him going against, for example, Dean Ambrose, I would love to see that.
I don't know. It's just me. But
we will see. I just think I doubt this will be the last time we see Luke Harper in a wrestling federation.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll definitely be back.
So, are we going to talk about the one that AEW did hire that is the next
are you talking
WWE?
Are you talking about Vickie Guerrero?
Excuse me! What?
I don't know if that's really a hire, though. I think
What do you mean?
was just making a guest appearance.
Well, she's hired. That's what I heard.
I have not heard that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying, you're wrong, but I just have not heard that in general. So
okay,
maybe
I'm wrong.
Yeah, or maybe I'm wrong. And I've admitted when I'm wrong. It's not that often, but
what do you think about that? Her in AEW.
Just make her. I don't know. I don't know if there would be any use for her. With all due respect,
use her as general manager for somebody that needs to get over.
But they don't need a general manager. They don't need any authority figure right now. That's what's making AEW and NXT, even though NXT does have William Regal, but he's not always on.
Right.
That's what makes those.
Okay, well, make her a talking piece then.
Have her give like a talk show segment?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm a little like, I was a little shocked. I was like, Vickie Guerrero, really? But is she name recognition in 2019?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe.
She's one of the few people that I know that does not get any negative publicity.
Right.
And that's a very good thing for someone who, until her husband passed away, had nothing to do with the business.
Right.
So, actually,
it will be interesting to see what she will do in AEW. Well, it will be interesting to see. Next week, isn't it?
Next week's the last show for both shows for this year.
Yeah.
And we had a first. We had a tie in the ratings.
Yeah.
Both had 778,000 people watching.
But didn't one of them win by one less person or something?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I've never been in the technicalities and.
Yeah, but I read that it was too close to call. I like that.
Well, okay, if you want the tiebreaker,
right,
which would be the 18 to 49 demographic, NXT was lower.
Okay.
If you want to go that route, but I'm not.
Not sure. No. I mean, I think both of the shows were amazing. Especially NXT this week. Ooh, that title change. Oh.
Let's see. I'm trying to think what else. Lana had the FBI call her because of Bobby Lashley receiving death threats. Kayfabe is not funny. Dead.
It's so funny. That's so funny.
I mean, look.
That's so funny.
This is why I enjoyed that story. It's not because Bobby Lashley's getting death threats. It's not.
No.
That. It's the fact that here we are near the end of a decade.
Yeah.
And people think that this is real and they're threatening to kill someone. Kayfabe isn't dead.
No.
Oh, it's a funny story.
I read that and I laughed. So, should we talk about the shows this week? Maybe.
I don't know. I guess because you didn't have a pick last week. I'll let you pick. What was your favorite show?
Oh, NXT by far. I think the title change in NXT. We have a new NXT champion.
Cruiserweight champion.
Yes.
Angel Garza.
Angel Garza, very, very, very good wrestler. I'm really looking forward to see what they're doing with him because he looks, yeah.
And he also proposed to his girlfriend during the commercial after winning the title.
Yeah. And she said no. I'm just joking. But yeah, no, I really, really, really liked NXT. Then I would say AEW. Then I actually kind of enjoyed SmackDown, especially because of the Bray Wyatt stuff.
I'm going to actually surprise you on this.
Okay.
I think Raw was the best show this week.
Really?
And I'm going to explain why.
I liked it. It wasn't bad.
Because you had some good quality matches on there. Humberto and Andrade was really, really good. I enjoyed that match.
Why is he back, by the way? for the third time.
AJ and Ray, they're always going to have a good match.
Yeah.
I think what sealed it for me,
the ending,
the final transformation of Seth Rollins as a heel.
Yeah, I totally agree.
The way it was done so well, and the promo he cuts.
Yeah. I'm going to use a word that I don't usually use, but it was very CM Punky. The promo.
Right.
I believed him. I believed everything he said.
Yeah.
And him as a heel with those guys behind him. I'm the only thing, and I will agree with CM Punk on this, because I watch backstage. That's the new thing I watched.
Right.
Because CM Punk is on it, and that's why I find it interesting. I hope this doesn't turn into a new Shield situation.
Right.
Because Seth doesn't really need that.
No.
So I hope those are just going to be his two strong guys.
Yeah.
He's kind of what do you call it?
Protection, I guess we could say.
Protection, yeah. I don't want them to create a faction. I don't want them to become Shield 2.0.
I don't think they will.
No, I hope not. But covering Roman Reigns in dog food is one of the best things I have ever seen in my entire life.
Oh man, yeah.
It was so good.
We had a good week.
So good.
We had a good week of TV.
Yeah,
we did. And you know what? AEW was really good too. I just thought, Raw.
I thought NXT was a little better than AEW, but yeah.
But I will say, both shows, AEW and NXT, they set up their last show of the year to be really good this coming week.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
Because
there's some matches there I really, really want to see.
Because you've got 2 title matches on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
You have, on AEW, you have a tag team title match. You have a number 1 contenders match for the women's title. And you have a match where the world champ, it's a non-title match, is doing an old but good gimmick in this 10-minute time limit thing with Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
And one thing that can come
Jungle
out of this,
Boy by the way, is going to win that match.
The one thing that comes out great out of this is how Jericho's helping these people become stars.
Yeah, no, he's pushing Jungle Boy.
Look at Jungle Boy. Look at Marco Stunt.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Yeah, this last week's going to be really fun. All right.
But it's the first time that I really felt like Bray Wyatt, the thing with him and Miss, I really, really want to see that match.
Well,
Like how the Miz. Sorry,
we'll get a chance to talk about that a little later.
I know, but how the Miz reacted to that promo was one of the best acting I have seen from the Miz in years. Him calling Maurice and everything, asking them to lock the doors and everything. Like he was genuinely like scared, and then you see how freaking pissed off he is.
Gonna be something.
Yeah, so I really liked SmackDown. What can I say?
And also, just got to mention this as well. Robert Roode and Primo Cologne suspended for 30 days, failing the wellness policy. That's right, Primo Cologne, who has not been on TV in a year,
Yeah,
a wellness policy test.
I was like, who the fuck cares?
All right. I want to get into
who was the other one?
Robert Roode.
Oh, Robert Roode. Who cares?
All right. I want to get into a discussion here.
Okay.
Of Hall of Fames.
Okay.
Because we've had some interesting news, especially this week, with wrestling Hall of Fames.
Okay.
The first one that I want to bring up came on Monday. And I think it took a lot of people by surprise, considering how early these announcements were. Because usually they will announce who gets in after the Royal Rumble. So we're talking like end of January, beginning of February. Well, this week they announced the two headliners for the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2020.
And I must say that I was really, really, really shocked.
Batista is going in, and the NWO will be going in of Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, everyone, let's say it together, Kevin Nash, and X-Pac. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. First off, Batista deserves it. I really do.
Oh, definitely. But
he had, and I was thinking back earlier this week, he had some years where he was good. Like on SmackDown, he was good. Not saying
I liked him as a he was good as a heel. He was never good as a face.
But he had some good matches.
Yeah.
Undertaker, John Cena, Mr. Kennedy, King Booker, Triple H, just to name a few.
But I got a little fed up with him when they started booking him as Brock Lesnar. That's more or less where I gave up on him.
Right.
But when he was in factions, what was that faction called?
Evolution.
When he was with Evolution. I loved Evolution.
And then with the NWO, I'm absolutely fine. Here's my thing. Hear me out. I'm fine with X-Pac 6, whatever he's going to be called when he goes in.
Right.
I'm fine with him being in there because for the year, almost year and a half that he was in there, he was a key portion of the NWO.
He was, but I don't feel that he deserves this, to be honest.
But
I know that's maybe controversial.
But are you ready for this?
Think
of everyone that's ever been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, which is a lot of people.
Yeah.
X-Pac is going to be the first person ever to be inducted 2 years in a row.
I know.
All the people.
I know. And that's one of the things. Like I heard this news. It's like, why now? Why this group? It's like it feels it feels strangely outdated.
So
Have this as a headliner feels strangely outdated.
So for the 2021 Hall of Fame, I am expecting X Factor to get into the WWE Hall of Fame.
And then he goes, and then he goes in as a single. Yeah. Oh, that would be fun. But yeah, no, I don't really understand it. But yeah, no, I'm not super against it, but it's just like
my only thing, if I'm gonna have a complaint, is not the people that they chose.
Right.
Which seems to be the big thing with a lot of the internet people, which, give me a break, folks. WWE picks who goes in.
Right.
It's how early this was.
Yeah.
You know, it's like...
But do you know why? I think I have the answer for it. It's to soften the blow. I think it's to soften the blow. It's also to make Hulk Hogan clean again. And that's also the thing that I don't like with this. It's like... I don't like that racist peg, and I don't really want him to get more reprisal from the WWE. I think this is a little... in all honesty, I think this is a little too bit early. This is...
The thing was 5 years ago.
I still... I feel it's tainted. I'm allowed to disagree with you.
You are. But I'm just saying, this whole thing was like 5 years ago.
I know, but I still remember it.
A lot of people still remember it, Fro. I'm not defending the guy. I'm not defending
No, but okay, but that's the thing. Like Hulk Hogan and X-Pac is maybe the two that I was like, okay. And this also makes a lot of other people 2 times in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Nash.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So. And they also went in with their faction. It's like, this really, really, really reminds me of last year's as well. So, and I mean, the Triple H thing with Shawn last year, that was one of the most awful thank you speeches I have ever seen in my entire life. And I can't wait to see it again, just with older and more racially insensitive people.
Well, this will be our first plug for our Hall of Fame episode, which will be at the end of March. Jeez.
Wait for me to complain about it then.
Right. But no, here's my thing. Here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
When I think about the road to WrestleMania, when I think about WrestleMania season,
right.
One of the things that I look forward to, especially in January and then going into February, is getting that text from, the different news sources at WWE saying, oh, this person is going into the Hall of Fame, even if I knew they were going in or not.
I couldn't agree more.
Now it's like, okay, now I got to go through the holidays knowing Batista and the NWO are going in.
But it shocked me that they gave both of them. I would think they would just give the one of them, but yeah, okay. I guess my Undertaker thing is never going to happen.
Yeah, be waiting on that one for a while. Waiting on.
I had it. I will surprise everybody and say that he was on my list of why is he not in the Hall of Fame this year.
I think the tickets for the Hall of Fame went on sale today, I want to say.
Okay.
I'm checking to make sure that I'm right on that. I don't want to...
How much are they?
Well, let's take a look.
Okay. I'm going to make some soft.
Cheapest right now, according to Ticketmaster, is $75.
Okay.
Most expensive, we're looking at $150.
That's not too bad.
Actually, no, that's not. Well, okay,
I mean, I still wouldn't pay for it, but...
so to continue into the Hall of Fame news, we didn't get a chance to talk about this last week, but the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, about 2 weeks ago, announced their class for 2020.
Oh yeah, we've totally forgot about that.
I have the list, and for those who don't know what this is, basically they break it down into categories. So I'm going to read off the category and the people they selected to go in. So the first one is the Pioneer Era, which is 1865 to 1942.
AKA Fro will not know who this wrestler is.
No, you won't. You won't know the two. They are George Zaharis.
Him.
And Bobby Manigoff.
Never heard of any of them.
The TV era, which is from 1943 to 1984, is King Curtis Iakea and Killer Carl Cox.
Nope.
The modern era, which is 1985 to today, is Magnum TA and Jake the Snake Roberts.
Okay, I've heard of one of them.
For the territory/colleague division.
Oh, for everybody that was wondering, it's Snake. I know who
I figured it was.
Snake is.
Yeah. For territory division, colleague division, it is Killer Tim Brooks. The international division, it is The Great Kabuki.
Okay.
The executive division, it is Dory Funk Sr.
Okay.
The ladies division, it's two women this year, Luna Vachon and Debbie Combs.
Oh. Hey, people I've heard of.
And the tag team division, it is the Sheep Herders, a.k.a. the Bushwhackers.
Also people I've heard of.
The entire weekend ceremony will take place May 14th through May 16th in Wichita Falls, Texas.
If you had to choose, going to that ceremony or the WWE one?
This year?
Ooh.
I might go to this one only because I want to hear what Jake would say.
Same here. I like him.
Oh yeah, I do too. Now we also have this.
Is it kind of funny that I know him? Like you know him from wrestling, and I know him from Legends House.
Right.
It was like very two different.
Now to continue into this news, on Tuesday afternoon, a gentleman by the name of Tony Vellano, he's a very important name, got approval from New York State to open up the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Okay.
On December the 10th,
never heard of it.
The New York State Board of Regents approved a provisional charter for the new hall. Vellano, I'm going to give you guys a quick story. Vellano was the one who started the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame that we just mentioned when it was in New York State. It moved in 2016 to its current location in Texas. So he basically wanted to start a new Hall of Fame for professional wrestling, but make it international. So it's going to open up probably within the next year or so. They have a Facebook group that you guys can join. It is the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. You guys can check that out. I joined the group, and maybe during the new year I'll try to get Tony Villano, maybe do an interview.
I would love to do that. Yeah,
if I could get him.
And I can ask him questions like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh. And finally,
I wouldn't ask him that. That was a joke.
And finally, the Wrestling Observer newsletter announced their class for the 2019 Hall of Fame, in which
this is interesting.
which a total of 10 people were voted in. Now, there is one person who...
Let's play a game. How many does Fro know of the 10?
I'm going to guess one.
Okay, just one. Oh, wow. Okay. I will go with you then.
All right. Now, I'm going to start with the overlooked historical figure that was chosen by Dave Meltzer. So, and I've actually never heard of this guy, believe it or not. Yes, someone Bill has never heard of.
Wow.
His name is Paul Pons. He is from France. I gotta read the article about him, so I really don't know who. I don't know who he is. How about that? Bill doesn't know who this. All right. So anyway, to the people that got in, Bearcat Wright.
Okay.
Jim Crockett Sr.
Okay.
Dr. Wagner Jr. Villano 3. Gato. Ultimo Guerrero.
Oh, I know who that is.
We got one. And the top vote getter, which is actually a trios group, Los Misioneros de la Muerte.
Okay.
The members of that group are El Signo, El Tejano, and Negro Navarro.
Yeah, so we were right. Fro knew one.
Yep.
A Japanese old wrestler.
Yes. I'm going to read off the next 10 because these are the people who just missed getting in.
Okay.
Don Owen, Stanley Weston, and Jun Akiyama 1% short of getting in. You need 60% to get in. Those three had 59.
Ooh, that's close.
Sputnik Monroe had 58%. Kenny Omega had 53%.
Oh, that's a little early. Already?
Yeah. Sergeant Slaughter had 51%. Karloff Lagarde had 50%. The tag team of Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson with J.J. Dillon had 49%. Johnny Saint had 48%. And are you ready for this last one?
Okay.
Ted Turner had 48% of the votes. But you know what? I knew you were going to laugh at that. But you know what? I'm going to make a defense for him. I'm going to make a case.
No. I think he should be in.
I really
That's not
do
why
too.
I'm laughing. I do think he should be in. I think he should be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh, Vince will never let him in.
No, but he should be.
He should.
Because without him, WWE, I'm going to say something maybe controversial, but WWE would not be as big as they are without Ted Turner.
Yeah. So, there were some people who were dropped off the ballot because they got less than 10% of the votes. Jose Lothario, Dick Slater, George Steele, Volador Jr., and Naoki Sugabayashi. They were off the ballot.
Never heard of any of them.
Never heard of George the Animal Steele. I'm very surprised.
Oh, George the Animal Steele, yeah.
Next year, These 6 people will be added onto the ballot for the Wrestling Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Ole Anderson.
Oh.
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
Scott Hall.
Okay.
Brian Pillman.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Higuchi. And Takaaki Kidani.
Yeah. Some of them I've heard of.
I hope Brian Pillman gets a good representation on the ballot next year. I really do.
Pillman is good. Yeah, I like him.
So, congratulations to the 10 individuals who got voted into the Observer Newsletter Hall of Fame. Their biggest class in a long, long time. I mean, it is freaking big. 10 people?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
All right. Fro, why don't we talk about The Masked Singer? Because we had 2 episodes this week.
Yeah, 3 people out. Whew, yeehaw. Okay, let's go through this. First episode was December 10th. Fox with Blame It by Jamie Foxx. That was very interesting that people, yeah. Mm-hmm. Leopard sang We Were Young by Fun. Thingamajig sang Ordinary People by John Legend. So beautiful that Fro started to cry. Flamingo sang Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac and was so freaking amazing. 3 sang The Edge of Glory by Lady Gaga and was that good. And Rottweiler sang Someone You Loved by Louis
Capaldi?
Capaldi?
Yeah.
Yeah. And 3 was the one that came out, and it seemed to be Anna
Gasteyer.
Gasteyer.
Yes.
And she's known from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. She was on there for many, many seasons. She played some of her better known characters include Martha Stewart, Celine Dion, Joy Behar, Joan Rivers, Kathy Griffin, Barbara Streisand, Hillary Clinton. And then creative characters, like the characters that she made on the show. She was part of that music teacher team with Will Ferrell, if you remember that.
Mm.
She was a part of the Delicious Dish with Molly Shannon, where they were talking about the sweaty balls.
Right. I remember that. I think I know her best from what was that Netflix show called again? Lady Dynamite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot how good Anna Gasteyer can sing. I really did.
She really like this. I didn't have her on my radar at all, so yeah, good for her. Okay, then we go to the 11th. Fox sang This Christmas by Donny Hathaway. Rottweiler sang Mr. Brightside by The Killers. Thingamajig sang Winter Wonderland by Bing Crosby, and it wasn't that good, I'm going to be honest. Flamingo sang Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley, and Fro cried again. And Leopard sang Big Spender by Shirley Bassey and was amazing. Why the fuck was he out?
Who would you have switched him with?
Oh, I would have switched him with Rottweiler.
All right.
You don't agree?
No, I think that would have been the right choice because Flamingo and Fox are the top 2.
Yeah. But, Big Spender was so good.
Because, that's a Christmas song.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Big Spender!
Yeah, I hear Carolers sing that every year.
Yes. But Thingamajig one went out first, so it was Victor Oladipo, like I said many times before, and some Googling told me. So not super surprised. So that's the future husband of
Nicole Scherzinger.
Nicole
We
Scherzinger.
better
Yeah.
get a report on a date from those two.
Yes. Yes. I mean, they are in love. And Leopard was not surprised by anybody. Seal.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy one to figure out.
Yeah. But yeah, Fox still, I am 110% sure is
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady. Rottweiler, you say was who again?
I still think it's Chris Daughtry.
Yes, I think so as well. Flamingo, I have no fucking clue.
You know, I actually joined this week a couple of Masked Singer Facebook groups.
Okay.
And somebody came up with a very interesting name, and they might have a good point on this one. Someone we have not brought up yet. Demi Lovato.
Oh yeah, I can hear that. I also thought maybe it was one of the Cheetah girls, because one of the other Cheetah girls was
Raven
in
Simone.
this.
Yeah, she was.
Raven Simone, yeah.
Yeah.
And she said something that
She was baptized in Israel.
Right.
So we'll have to see. All right, I'm going to put you on the spot, Fro. Who wins it?
I have to say Flamingo.
Yeah, I think they got to even it up, because you had a guy win it last year. Oh, by the way, T-Pain was a guest judge on the Tuesday episode.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I say, if one of the other judges ever leave, can we put T-Pain on there? He was a great judge.
He was really a great judge. I was a little surprised that I'm going to guess that he will be there for the final.
Oh, I would think. Maybe be the editor of the Golden Mask.
Yeah, I would think so. But I think it will be Flamingo wins, Fox second place, and Rottweiler third. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
But
and it's a 2-hour season finale. The first hour is just a road to the finals. You guys don't really need to see that.
Don't watch it. It's boring.
Just watch the second hour. The second hour is where the big money is.
And it's called season finale, and the winner takes it all and takes it off.
Woo!
Striptease.
After that, they're going to be done until the night of the Super Bowl, because that is when their next season starts. And, Fro, are you ready for this? We have our first contestant.
Really?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Would you?
I didn't know this.
Would you like to guess what the first contestant is?
Okay.
Would you like
the pillow?
That's honestly a good guess. That's honestly a good guess.
Okay, where was it?
Well, I'm going to send you the picture.
Okay.
Because I want to hear your laugh for this.
Okay.
I shook my head when I saw it, but
I'm surprised that they have already given us one.
Hold on, let me get the picture.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to season 3. It looks like it's going to be a good one.
Why don't you tell everyone who it is?
It's the banana.
It's a banana. Yep, we have a banana for season 3.
A peeled banana, even.
We get.
Oh my god.
Banana. So yeah, we get a banana for season 3.
And don't you worry, people. We will cover season 3.
Oh, believe it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. This has become a thing now. And if people wonder what the difference between or what the similarities between the Masked Singer and wrestling is, both are fake. Because I will say this. I understood it even more this week because Doctor, what is his name? Dr. Ken.
Yeah, we'll just call it
He's
Dr. Ken.
always wrong. Always wrong.
But he got one.
But he got one correct. And no way he Googled that.
Nope.
Somebody told him about this Victor Olopado guy because Dr. Ken has absolutely no clue who that is. So, yeah.
We'll see.
I don't care that it's fake, though.
Right.
I love it anyway.
All right. So, last week...
Pay-per-views.
Oh, that's probably the Masked Singer now.
Yes, they want us on.
Yeah,
no!
No, it's not. So, anyway, last week, at the end of the show, I told you guys that we had gotten a request to review a show. And
yes, and I promise you that we will do it next week.
No, I'm doing it today.
Oh, come on, we will do it next week.
No, how about this?
Okay.
I review it, and then you watch it, and next week you tell me what you thought of it.
Okay.
Because we promised them a review. I'm going to review it anyway.
Okay.
We have a fan, Nick Opalewski is his name. And Nick, we thank you for this, because we've actually never done a requested review before. So he wanted us to review an episode of WWF Superstars from May 16th, 1992. So the episode takes place in Syracuse, New York, and Fro, we're just in time for National Hamburger Week.
Okay.
Vince McMahon and Mr. Perfect are your commentators for this episode. They do these bad hamburger puns, or I should say hamburger buns, which we're not going to do. I know. I know. But we got quite a lineup this week because our featured match is the Ultimate Warrior against one of the Nasty Boys.
Really? One of the rappers?
No.
Oh. Wrong Nasty Boy.
Yeah. Plus, we're going to see in action the Berserker, Tatanka, Shawn Michaels, and the Big Boss Man. So our opening match is Shawn Michaels against Sonny Blaze. Mr. Perfect says that... go ahead.
No, I like one of them.
Mr. Perfect says that Shawn Michaels is the wrestler of the 90s, which you could make an argument. He was. You could make an argument. We get a collar and elbow tie up to start. Sonny Blaze shoves Shawn Michaels face first. Shawn shoves him back and starts beating him up. And it's pretty much all Shawn Michaels from there. Shawn Michaels wins with a side suplex to get the victory. Now we go to a special update where we take a look at highlights from last week's featured match on Superstars between Ric Flair and Sergeant Slaughter, where the Mountie was out there and he has a brand new taser. And this taser has extra volts, and you could hear the volts. So the Mountie costs Sergeant Slaughter a match over Ric Flair, and we get words from the Mountie saying how he's going to beat up Sergeant Slaughter. Our next match is Barry Hardy, not related to Matt or Jeff, for the record.
I didn't think so.
He's going up against Tatanka. Now, Tatanka, during this, we get an insert promo. He talks about how he is going to get back his feathers that were stolen from him or by Rick Martel, because Rick Martel had stolen his Indian feathers.
Okay.
It is all Tatanka. He wins with, it's like a Samoan drop back, backbreaker, kind of move. So, Fro, I got a question for you. What are you doing on Saturday, June 13th, 1992?
I don't know.
Well, then you could join me in watching the WBF World Championships. The World Bodybuilding Federation going to be live on pay-per-view.
Yes, just what I want to watch. Said nobody.
Then we go to our next match, which is the Berserker going up against Scott Taylor. Now, that name may be familiar, Scott Taylor.
It is.
Because by the end of the decade, he becomes Scotty Too Hottie. And he also later becomes Firefighter One Nut.
Really?
Yeah,
Never heard of him.
He lost. He actually lost one of his testicles. Like it had some kind of cancer, and they had to operate it, and they had to get rid of it. So it saved his life. Is what I'm saying.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. And the fact that he's a firefighter makes it even that much better. So, Berserker kicks Scott Taylor's butt, and he wins by countout after dumping him over the top rope. Now we go to the event center. Sean Mooney is there. Gobbledygooker, set for action. And what I like about these is these aren't, because I know a lot of them are up on YouTube, and you guys can check some of the older episodes out, where they have like the local events that they're going to have and the promos and that.
Right.
We don't get those. We get it's like international, but also like if you don't have an event coming up in your town, we're going to play these promos. So we get our first promos from El Matador Tito Santana, who talks about how there's a lot of competition in the WWF. Guys like Papa Shango, Rick Martel, and that no good dirty Berserker. But he's going to make it all the way to the top. And then we get another promo from the Nasty Boys, who talk about High Energy, the team of Coco Beware and Owen Hart, and how they're going to bring the High Energy down. Then we get a promo from Crush at a scrapyard. And he talks about what he likes to do when he gets a chance to relax. They're on the road constantly, day in and day out, and he shows the people how he relaxes. He crushes a car in a scrapyard.
Of course he does.
That's how he relaxes.
I mean, that's perfectly normal.
Then we go to our next match. Jay Sledge, yes, that is his name, faces the Repo Man. Now, during this match is where Vince McMahon, for the first of two times in this match, plugs the 1992 Personal Fitness Expo that is taking place during the WBF Championship weekend. Boy, Fro, this is making me want to go to this.
Wow.
So we get a promo in match from the British Bulldog talking about how he's going to get back at Repo Man for strangling him with his rope, and you could see rope marks on the neck of the Bulldog. It's really bad.
I mean, who wouldn't go to that?
Well, Repo Man gets the win with the half crab. And then let me tell you the star-studded lineup that the WWF's going to send over for this.
Oh.
Because they're going to be there Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. I fear the worst.
You're going to have Crush.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have Bret Hart.
Okay.
You're going to have the Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
You're going to have Kerry Von Erich.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have the Nasty Boys.
Okay.
It's a star-studded lineup.
Yeah. Everybody there is dead.
Yeah. Well, not everybody.
Well, almost everybody. Everybody that counts is dead.
Plus, it's a good way to learn about personal fitness and how to stay healthy.
I really, really, really hope there's a tape of this.
Oh, man. That would be the ultimate hidden gem.
I would love to see that.
So we go back to the event center, and Skinner is talking. And Skinner's talking about how he's cutting up the competition. Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that I don't really remember Skinner?
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. And then we get a promo from Bret Hart, who talks about how it's not always easy being the excellence of execution. And how at WrestleMania 8, he thought he was going to get his bell rung, but he ends up winning the Intercontinental title. And then he has respect for Shawn Michaels. Remember,
he really said that?
Yes, this is
1992. That is funny. Oh, this is funny. Okay, yes.
So we now go.
Funny how the things change in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! Sorry. Yes.
So we now go to our next match. It is the Big Boss Man against Glenn Ruth. This is a simple squash match. Big Boss Man wins. After the match, we hear a voice over the PA system. Boss Man, I'm coming to get you. I'm a free man. I'm going to get you. I wonder how that'll turn up. Why don't you talk real quick while I get the door? Why don't you entertain them for a moment?
Let me entertain you. I'm actually, while Bill is gone, I can tell you to go to audibletrial.com/anotherdigitalcitizen. That's audibletrial.com/anotherdigitalcitizen. You get a free book and a 30-day free trial of Audible. If you cancel your Audible trial membership, you get to keep the book, and you also get to support a very good podcast. So go there. They have having the yearly sale, winter sale right now, so you can actually get some pretty, I would say, pretty cheap books. Some of them are priced out, so go to audibletrial.com/anotherdigitalcitizen.
Thank you very much for the plug.
Mm-hmm.
So now we go to our feature match. It is going to be one of the Nasty Boys against the Ultimate Warrior.
Of course it is.
We find out it is Brian Knobbs, the blonde one.
I know who that is, funny enough.
So, Nasty Boys double team Ultimate Warrior to start the match, but Warrior takes them both down. At one point, Ultimate Warrior loses a wristband, which becomes a key part, which I'll mention in a moment. Knobbs is in control. All of a sudden, Papa Shango comes out, and he takes the wristband of the Ultimate Warrior. So, the Nasty Boys are doing everything they can to win. Jerry Saggs hits the Warrior in the back with a chair, which does do a little bit of an effect. and Sags runs to the back. But the Ultimate Warrior manages to make a comeback, beats Jerry Sags. After the match, Brian Knobbs. After the match, Jerry Sags comes out and he gets beat up for his trouble. As the Warrior is celebrating, Papa Shango comes back out. And he starts going into convulsions. And all of a sudden, the Ultimate Warrior starts to get cramps in his stomach, right around the kidney area. And he falls to the ground. And he's in a lot of pain.
Oh no!
So 4 people try to help him. They take him back to the locker room. We come back from commercial break, and I think this is the reason, I do believe this is the reason why Nick wanted us to review this. As we see the Ultimate Warrior getting medical attention, the Ultimate Warrior throws up on the doctor. Yep. You'll have to see the clip. When you watch the episode, you'll get to see it.
Yummy.
Now we got tag team action, where it is Jim Brunzell and Bobby Knight. No, not the basketball coach, but the wrestler. Bobby Knight against the Beverly Brothers, Bo and Blake.
Isn't it funny when you say, no, not the basketball player, I go, I haven't heard of any of them.
We get a promo from the Legion of Doom and Paul Ellering. Ellering says that he is sick and tired of hearing the Beverlys talking about them, and he wants them to get the job done, to which both they say, no problem. So we have the match. The Beverly Brothers win. After the match, they pick up Bobby Knight and they paint Bobby Knight's face and they write LOS, which stands for Legion of Sissies. And they put a fake mohawk on the head of Bobby Knight. So we go one more time to the event center, Fro, where we get a promo from Virgil, who talks about some of the people in the WWF, including this new cat, Papa Shango. That's how he calls him, Papa Shango.
Yeah, never heard of him.
And he's talking about his black magic and his voodoo stuff, and he's like, well, I was born on a Friday the 13th. That's sort of ironic we mentioned that because today we're filming this on Friday the 13th.
Are we filming this? Really?
I meant record.
Okay.
Then we get a promo from Repo Man, who talks about the British Bulldog.
Yeah.
Next week on WWF Superstars, we will get an update on the condition of the Ultimate Warrior. Plus,
yeah, let's hope he's good because I'm worried for his health.
Plus, we're also going to see in action the Bushwhackers, the Mountie, the Undertaker, and Money Inc. Also, Kamala will be in action as well. And that is WWF Superstars from May 16th, 1992.
How I miss Money Inc., by the way.
Ted DiBiase and IRS.
Yes.
Fro, I'm going to say this. You do have to really see this episode. This is a good episode, even for 40 minutes, even if it's 1992.
Sounds like a good episode.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you really want to see what happens after the next week, should I mention what happens the following week?
Oh, please do.
Okay. So we get a promo. We get an interview segment with the Ultimate Warrior. So Ultimate Warrior is okay. He's gone on a
good, because I was really worried for his health.
Yeah. So Ultimate Warrior is doing an interview with Mean Gene. He's got a jacket on. He's got one hand in his pocket. And he cuts this promo. And during the promo, a bunch of black goo falls all over the face of the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah. So, that's what happens.
Okay.
So, but no, I think if you guys have the WWE Network, check this episode out. May 16th, 1992. Thank you again to Nick Opalewski for that request. And who knows, maybe we'll do more of these in 2020. I'd be up for it.
Yeah.
Just as long as they're not pay-per-views.
Please request. Why not pay-per-views?
Bro, we do enough pay-per-views on this show as it is.
We never do pay-per-views.
Oh, please.
What are you talking about? We never talk about pay-per-views. Like right now, for example, we will definitely not talk about the pay-per-view.
Oh. Your parents ever read you Pinocchio?
Yes.
All right, so
I misunderstood it because I didn't think it was the nose that got bigger. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Anyway, we have 3 pay-per-views this weekend. These are the last pay-per-views of 2019 in the world of professional wrestling, and each different in their own way.
Yeah, 2 of them I really want to see.
So let's begin with what's going to happen tonight. Ring of Honor presents Final Battle, their last major show of the year. And this year they're doing it a little different. Mm-hmm. Because the first hour of the show is going to be free.
Yeah.
You can watch it on their Facebook. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it via the Honor Club. You can watch it via traditional pay-per-view. You get to watch the first hour of Final Battle for free.
I have a question for you. Are you going to see this with me?
You're going to stay up tonight for it.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. I was thinking I was going to watch this, if you're interested.
Are you going to be able to stay up?
I'm going to sleep before.
I don't know how much time you're going to get, though.
Depends. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
All right. Well, if you're going to try, I'll watch it. Well, I was going to watch it anyway, but...
Cool.
So let's go through the matches, and we will make our predictions.
I really want to see this match. This is not the pay-per-view I don't want to watch, by the way.
All right. We have an interesting tag team match here. Dalton Castle and Joe Hendry against Silas Young and Josh Woods.
I have to go with Silas Young. I love him.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Young and Woods. They've got something going on there. I think it's going to lead to something more into 2020. So I think Young and Woods are going to win that match. Rhett Titus is going to face Kenny King.
I don't really know who Rhett Titus is, so I would go with Kenny King, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go with Kenny King on this one, but I think they're going to develop this into something. I'm not sure what, but it'll be developed into something.
Have you heard about this other guy?
About what?
This other guy?
Rhett Titus? Yeah.
Okay.
Women's action. Angelina Love will take on Maria Manic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I really, really hope that Angelina Love doesn't win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Maria on this one.
Angelina Love. Okay, I understand the gimmick. I just wish she could wrestle.
All right. Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, she's not a good wrestler. Come on.
Right. Jeff Cobb is going to take on Dan Moff. Two big hosses in this one.
Like both of them. This is quite hard for me to guess, actually. I like both of them. I guess I will go with the heel.
But who's the heel?
Haas, maybe?
They're both Haas. Are you going to... I'm gonna go with my pick. I'm gonna say Dan Moff wins this.
Okay, I will go against you just to be different.
All right. Now this tag match, this is going to be a fun tag team match coming up here. Marty
Mhm.
Scurll and Flip Gordon against the team of Bandito and Flamita.
I have to go with Team 1.
I'm going to go with Team 2 on this one.
Okay.
Then we have Shane Taylor defending the Ring of Honor television title against Dragon Lee.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I really, really like Dragon Lee.
But Shane Taylor's been improving this year.
Oh, yes. This is a hard one. No, I'm going to say that he keeps the title.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to say we get a title change.
Okay.
I think Dragon Lee's going to win the belt.
I love both of them then.
Yeah. Then we have this
a good
grudge
one.
match. Matt Taven against Vincent.
This is so hard one. I guess I will go with Taven.
I'm going to go with Vincent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we have a street fight. Mark Haskins against Bully Ray.
Oh, Bully Ray.
I'm going to go with Haskins on this one, actually.
Okay.
Then we have the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles. The Briscoe brothers will defend against the team of Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, I'm going to say title change here because I don't have a title change.
All right. You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think we're going to get new tag champions tonight.
Yeah.
And the main event, a final battle. When this year began, I don't think anybody had this in mind as the main event of this show.
I didn't.
Roosh will defend the Ring of Honor World title against PCO.
How long has Roosh had it now?
3 months?
No. Oh, this is so hard.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
The thing is, like, are they thinking of the future? Are they thinking of booking right now?
Yeah.
I kind of think that they want to get themselves out of trouble. But what would I do if I was them and wanted myself out of trouble? I think I would keep it on Rouge. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the toughest one.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I would love to see PCO win the title.
Me too.
But I don't think it's going to happen. I think Roosh is going to keep the title.
Yeah, because they have something to build on with Rouge. And I mean, if I asked you in January if you thought Rouge would be in the main title of the end of the year, you would say to me Rouge.
No, I knew Rouge.
Oh.
But I didn't think PCO would be in this position.
Oh, I didn't know any of them, to be honest.
That's out of.
And I love both of them. Yeah, so no, this is going to be very close, I think. But I think they want to build more with Rouge.
I would think so.
And just having it for 3 months as well. Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done Friday night. Now we're going to go to Saturday night. Because NWA presents Into the Fire. You could see this on Fight TV. And they have a 7-match card. 3 titles will be defended. So
Yeah, and this is the pay-per-view that I really don't care about.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We'll go through match by match. This match was announced earlier today. Tasha Steelz makes her debut. She's going to take on Thunder Rosa.
Okay. You never make a debut and you lose. So
Good point.
there you go.
Good point. I'm going to go Thunder Rosa on this one.
Okay.
Trevor Murdoch will face the question mark.
The question mark.
It sort of has to be the question mark. I mean, he's so over.
Yeah. He's really over.
Then we have a three-way match for the NWA National Heavyweight title. Colt Cabana, the champion, will defend against Aaron Stevens and Ricky Starks.
You go first.
I think we're going to get a new champion. I think Aaron Stevens is going to win the National Heavyweight title.
I'm going to stay with the champ then.
Okay,
yes.
So you're going with Cabana. Okay.
Yes. I really love Colt, so.
Then we have Ken Anderson against Eli Drake.
Eli.
Yeah, Eli.
Very easy.
The NWA World Tag Team titles will be on the line. The champions, the Rock and Roll Express, face the Wild Cards.
I will go with the first one.
You're going to go with the champs. Okay.
Yeah.
I see the Wild Cards getting the belts back.
Why? They don't really need it.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
I really think they do. I mean, the Rock and Roll Express, don't get me wrong, it was a really cool moment to see them win the tag belts, but I don't think they're going to really keep them for that long.
No, I don't think they will keep it for that long either. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I think they will keep it for at least one pay-per-view.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Then we have a women's tag team match. Ashley Vox and Allison Kay against Melina and Marty Bell.
Yeah, everything Melina is on, I will not bet in, so I have to go with Team 1.
I'm going to have to disagree with you. I think it's going to be Melina and Marty Bell winning this one.
I don't like Melina. Never liked her.
No, I haven't either, but...
she's overrated, if you ask me.
Now, to the main event. This is the big one.
Yeah.
NWA World Heavyweight title. Nick Aldis, the champion, defends against James Storm. This is a best 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah. But I think it's... Yeah.
Hold on. There will be 2 referees for this match.
Yeah.
Each man handpicked. James Storm chose Brian Hebner. Brian Hebner will referee the first fall. Nick Aldis chose former world champion Tim Storm to referee the second fall. If it goes to a third fall, a coin toss will determine who the referee will be for the third fall. Fro, who do you have holding the 10 pounds of gold?
I think this is super, super obvious. I think this is ultra, super, mega obvious that we will have a title change. This is Fro's Bank of the Night. I think this is super obvious that we will have a title change here.
I am going to agree with you on that.
Yeah, it is so obvious.
Because Nick Aldis has had the belt since October of last year.
Yep.
And just everything built up to it.
He does not need it. He does not need it at all.
Everything built up to it.
Yep.
points to we're getting a title change.
Yeah. And the toss will be not Hebner, and he will screw. We will have a judge screw over heel turn.
I think someone will screw Nick Aldis out of the title. I just don't know who.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, James, don't get me wrong, Nick Aldis has been great representing the NWA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
But James Storm's time is now.
Yep.
All right.
He was one of the biggest reasons why I watched TNA when I watched TNA. I just loved him in TNA.
All right. Now we have one more show to talk about.
Yeah, hoo-yah.
And
TLC.
this is Sunday's show, TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. That's TLC.
Yeah. They're going to be performing live.
Yep.
So anyway,
isn't it funny that that's the first thing I think of when people say TLC is the group?
Well, yeah, I mean that's pretty obvious. Yeah. I mean, I remember them in the '90s, but all right.
Don't go. And Weird Al Yankovic had a very funny version of that. Don't go making phony calls.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an underrated Weird Al song.
I love that.
Now you can't even make phony calls anymore because of the...
No.
So that song is even more obscure. All right.
Okay. Anyway.
To the card. The Viking Raiders have issued an open challenge for the pay-per-view, so we're not going to make a pick on the match.
Well, I'm just going to say, please, Viking Raiders lose. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. Buddy Murphy is going to take on Aleister Black.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a good match.
Oh, yeah.
I've got Black winning this.
Yeah. I don't see a reason why not.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm trying to convince myself to go the other way, but no. Now I have to agree with you.
All right. The WWE Women's Tag Team titles will be defended in a TLC match. The Kabuki Warriors will defend against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Kabuki Warriors keeps it.
Fro,
I really hope they will.
I really want them to win, but
I know.
But I think
never bet against Flair.
Right. Plus, I think this is going to start planting the seeds for WrestleMania. So I think
I hear Luke's voice in the background saying, "Don't bet against the Flair." I know.
So yeah. I'm gonna say Becky and Charlotte win.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna build up to WrestleMania. That's my pick.
Yeah.
All right. Rusev will take on Bobby Lashley in a tables match.
Yeah. Okay, interference of okay, and is Lana going to turn here? Really? Already? No, they're going to wait to WrestleMania. So Rusev needs to lose.
Yeah. That's my
yeah, because I'm thinking the whole thing is going to go to WrestleMania and they do something.
So they're going to have the loser gets Lana match, as CM Punk suggested.
Yeah.
I did read about that. That was a good suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
So we both have Lashley winning.
Yeah, because of Lana. Yeah.
All right. This match is not breaking, but the stipulation is the New Day will defend the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Revival. It is now a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say New Day keeps the belts.
I think I will go against you. Yeah.
Okay. You're going to say Revival win back the belts.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great match.
I don't like hot potato wrestling.
I know.
No, fuck it. I will go with the New Day.
Okay. Roman Reigns will take on King Corbin in a TLC match.
Yeah, King Corbin.
Yeah, I think Corbin's going to win this one. Because Reigns has to lose at some point to ultimately get his redemption.
Yep.
And the Universal title will be on the line. Bray Wyatt defends against The Miz. Notice I did not say The Fiend. It is regular Bray Wyatt against The Miz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will not have a title change, so...
Oh, no.
I'm going with Bray.
It's got to be Bray.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he wins, but it's going to be Bray.
I have a strange feeling that Bray will come out and they wrestle. Bray gets shoved out of the ring. He goes under the ring, finds the Fiend mask, and then wrestle, win.
All right, we'll have to wait and see.
That's what I think this ending will be.
Yeah.
I'm not super excited for TLC, to be honest, but it's there.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some matches I want to see. I mean,
and we'll probably get one or two more matches added between now and Sunday. So,
always irritates me that there's a lack of both T and L and C matches in a TLC pay-per-view. But
we don't have a chairs match.
No.
That'll probably be figured out on SmackDown.
I hope so.
All right. Well, why don't we wrap up this episode for this week, and then we'll tell you about
wrap it up.
And then we'll tell you about our season finale, which is next week. Mm-hmm. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, send an email, wrestlingman@thatwrestlingshow.com. Follow the show on Twitter at WrestlingShow11. Join our Facebook group. It is That Wrestling Show fan group. You type that in the search bar and boom, you're right there. And if you can't find it, it's okay. I post the link in the description box and you just click on it and you go right there. Check out the website, thatwrestlingshow.com, and visit the Patreon page, patreon.com/Bill's World of Podcasts. Fro, did you already discuss what you got on Another Digital Citizen while I was gone?
No, I just plugged Audible. No, I didn't. What did we talk about this week? Good question. Oh, we talked about the Ground Crew project. Have you ever heard of this?
I'm afraid I haven't.
No, and nobody has. It's a UFO sect.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Because UFOs. But yeah, no, we are also coming to our end of the year thing. So next week we will talk of five best worst movies of 2019. The week after that we will have 5 best worst TV shows of 2019. Then we will have a little break, and then we will do in 2020 our top 5 anticipated TV movies of 2020. So yeah, a lot of recaps and looking forward to.
All right, let's plug some of our friends, the shows that we like. Check out.
Do you know what? Do you know what? We have some really, really, really good friends in a very good show that I have heard of called Shark's Pond.
Oh yeah, they discussed the season finale of South Park, which is Christmas Snow. And they give their thoughts on the season as a whole.
Do you know what? They are maybe the most 2 handsome guys in history that host that show.
Wow, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Also, if you want 2 other handsome guys Check out our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast, with Joe Murata and Michael Quinn as they take you through the world of professional wrestling as only they can. This week, they show appreciation to Bam Bam Bigelow, plus week 4 of the best wrestling themes of all time, and they review an episode of USWA Wrestling from 1993. Check out our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast. Also, check out the Wrestling Podcast About Nothing with former referee Mike Crockett and Chaotic Wrestling owner Brian Fury. Brian Malonis, he's working on moving into his brand new house, which I've heard recently. Congratulations. This week, Mike Crockett gets a wrestling intervention. Plus, they bring back Fake or 500, where Mike Crockett reads a name and the other person has to guess if it is a real wrestler or it's fake. So check out the Wrestling Podcast About Nothing. And if you like your podcast hosted by one individual, check out Greetings from Allentown with your host, PW Peter Winston. He watches one episode of professional wrestling and talks about it in his own unique way. This week, he reviews an episode of Wrestling Challenge from February 11th, 1990. I've watched that episode many times, so check it out. And if you are looking for non-wrestling related podcasts, let me give you Unspooled with Paul and Amy. They're taking a break from discussing every movie on AFI's list of the top 100 movies of all time, the 2007 list, because they are talking about the best movies of the decade. This week, they are talking about the movies from 2013 to 2015 and what they thought were some of the best movies from that time. That is Unspooled. All right, next week, it is the season finale of that wrestling show, and we've got a little bit of a lineup for you because we're going to review Final Battle. I'm going to be reviewing Into the Fire. We're going to be reviewing TLC. Plus, we are going to cover the season finale of The Masked Singer and our thoughts on who won and if they got it right. Plus, we're going to look back at 2019 in professional wrestling, and as a special treat, we're going to look back on the decade in professional wrestling. So, everybody, have a good, safe weekend. Have fun doing whatever it is you do. And come back next week for the season finale of That Wrestling Show, the only podcast where all pro wrestling matters. And as always,
Glade jul, hellige jul, engler daler ned I skjul.
that was a good version of Baby Light My Fire. That was really good. Wrestle on.